Hello. Hey, it is Friday, October the 1st, and as you well know, my race was on Sunday, September the 24th, I think that would be, and I just got finished. Just kidding, no. But it was a very, 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 very long day out on the course. Following this review, there's a couple more minutes of actual footage of the night before and the day of the race. It wasn't very conducive to doing too many videos, just the way the course was set up. So here's what happened. Great swim. Cold, chilly. It was in a river downstream. I mean, I did my swim in 30 minutes, and which is very fast time for a 1.2-mile swim. But getting out of the water, I felt a bad cramp in my hamstring, and that's an old injury that I've been carrying for a month or two. And it did, later on, it came back to haunt me a little bit. The bike was beautiful course. It was great. I mean, I'd ridden the course before, bits of it. And, however, it was also the day that Augusta had one of its worst downfalls ever, I think. I have a friend who was here in Charleston, and he got the storm just after we had it. And he said that he decided not to go to church because the rain was so bad. I mean, it was, you couldn't see, and the roads were flooded. People would pass you on their bike, and the water would come off. It was just absolutely, I was giggling for most of the race, let me put it that way, because you could do nothing but. About 20 miles, 25 miles into the race, I realized that I was going to have GI problems, gastrointestinal problems. And I don't know what it was. Maybe I took in too much water on the swim. I drank too much Gatorade at the beginning. Who knows? Anyway, suffice to say, at about mile 45, I realized with another 10 miles or more to go, my stomach was knotting up and I was starting to cramp a little bit. So I got off the bike after 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm right on track. I've been racing now with my transitions for 3 hours and 45 minutes. I'm right where I want to be, except for I'm also in agony. The cramp I had was just beyond. I thought I'd broken my ribs. So what I thought was, you know what? I'll shuffle off. I'll see what happens. So I'm jogging along slowly, 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 and I hadn't been able to eat for the last couple of hours, and both my quadriceps muscles knotted up. So I looked like the little old lady who lived in a shoe, or old Mother Hubbard, or whatever you want to call it. Stooped over because of the pain in my stomach and grabbing my legs because of the pain in my legs. And was just about to start a very, very, very big pity party when I remembered the speaker the night before at the pastor party for team in training. And of course this is all about leukemia, lymphoma, blood cancers. And the speaker, his son is a survivor, and he said, you know, half Ironmans are not easy. You can't expect it to be an easy, just go out and do it. He said, well, surviving blood-related cancers isn't easy either. And he talked about his son who, for the first year after his diagnosis when he was 6 years old, he couldn't go outside, nothing, could not leave the house, couldn't go shopping, couldn't go to school, could have the occasional very well-selected friend come over. Chemo every week, radiation every week, something like a dozen spinal taps because of complications. I mean, he talked about the absolute pain that his son endured and the anguish that the family endured because, you know, his mum, dad, sister, and he said it was just traumatic. He said, so remember when you're out there that this too shall pass. And that's when I went, you know what, stop being such a big sissy. It's a freaking race. Get your head up, put a smile on your face. So what? It's going to take you however long it takes you. There'll be people behind me and the race will still be there. So I changed it was like that. I was night and day. I was feeling sorry for myself and I went, no, get over yourself. So I, you know, did my best to smile, happy, high-fiving, low-fiving people because I couldn't bend or anything like that. And I walked the first 5 miles. Everybody passed me. Everybody. But I kept smiling, saw the family, and I was walking with a guy and hung out with the family for a couple of minutes and said, okay, I'm going to catch this guy up, but don't wait for me. It's going to be a long race. So I started running, and lo and behold, I could run. Met up with him, said, hey, I can run. He said, go. I kept running. And for the next 8 miles, it was a combination of, oh, another muscle would just clench up because I hadn't eaten enough, and I was running, and I looked like an athlete for a few split seconds. I looked like I knew what I was doing. But for the most of the time, I was singing, and I was happy, and I was chatting with, I thanked every volunteer I could thank, and all the spectators. And the last 3 miles, I actually looked like an athlete, and I came in, finished strong, in a time of 6 hours and 44 minutes. I was hoping to do under 6, and I really thought I could do 5:30. So, yes, it was a very, very, very long day. But I'll do it again next week if I have to. Because the way I look at it is any day racing is better than a day in the gym. I have an observation about golf. I've never had a bad day golfing. If you look at some of my scorecards, you'll see 110s and 120s, and you might think that's bad. No, I'm still golfing. Same thing with my triathlon. I'm out there and I'm racing. And I loved every minute of it, even the times when it sucked. Because you've got to have breakdowns to have breakthroughs. So, on behalf of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, all those honored patients that are out there that have survived, and all those that haven't survived, I want to thank you for watching these videos, listening to me. More importantly, thank you so much for your donation. We have a saying, changing lives, saving lives, 1 mile at a time. And you have been so huge in this goal to find a cure for blood-related cancers that I can't thank you enough. And a good cowboy always remounts. So today's Friday. Tomorrow morning, I don't know when you're going to watch this, but I will be at the start line. There's a 10K race, Saturday, October the 2nd. I can't wait for that. I might not be as fast as I'd like to be because I'm still, a little beat up from last week. But boy, you can't stop me getting out on that race course. So once again, thank you so much. I feel blessed to have been able to complete that race. I don't know what's next for me. Quite probably an Ironman, but time will tell. Once again, thank you for for following me, and hopefully we can get you out there on the course one day too. Oh, the video camera almost fell over. Thank you. Bye. Okay, you can hear me, and now you can see me. All right, it's Saturday night, just getting ready to go have a pasta party with all my team in training colleagues. There's my shirt. Hopefully you can see it. If you think finishing a marathon is tough, try chemotherapy. Sorry if you can't see that. Well, this race is actually a little harder than a marathon. My marathons usually take me about 4 hours. This, I'm guessing, is going to be about 6. And we're going to go in right now and figure out. It's an early start on the bus by 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then start it. My wave goes off at 8 something. I'll probably do a videotape of the motivational speaker. It's actually something I did for team in training many years ago. And then theoretically we'll have the swim start tomorrow morning, and pretty soon should be a 70.3 or 70 point whatever it is finisher. Cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye. Merry whatever.
All right.
The blue started.
Moving along quickly.
Wish I knew which one you were, my love.
Giving athletes the electrolytes they need on the course today. Gatorade is in you.
That's right. You're winning. You're winning.
We'll be later.
Yeah. With a breaststroke. See Daddy swimming? See Quinn? Daddy swimming. See him in the front? He's the one with the hat on his head.
How do you feel, honey? Mel likes to be on video.
Well, no, I'm recording this for my victims. Okay, I'm running into the finish line. You guys gonna make it?
Yeah.
Okay.